Hey, look! Here comes the mailman. I'm gonna start with 5. I'm gonna start with 327. Let's see if the neighbors have packages. And I like this house because it's a new house. And look at the neighbors who are gonna come. Real soon are. One of them is 12. The mailman is at Leyland Kiva's house. It's the mailman. Let's see if the new people got a package today. See, you start with it. I'm gonna do free for free. I'm trying to get regular mail for other people except Osher, just like Mike does. And then your last primary one, your last number one is 475, the new house. And once you find it, your our house got no packages today. That's because they didn't need anything. It's hard for when there's just letters in the middle. It's 235. It's hard when this. Bob the mailman is actually going to go to 5 more. Let's see if they have package. Maybe because there's not so much package. I think I'm just the only neighbor that has packages, except me, because he's. This is how from. And now he's gonna go to 513. So then it turns out to be more of a true orange house, like a kind of a burnt orange. It's not perfect. With orange houses, you get a lot of choices. For a house like it's orange, like a burnt orange. And I didn't know what that orange was. And now he's gonna get into his vehicle. And the reason why we don't get packages, neighbors don't usually get packages. See, the mailman's driving by. My house is bigger, but this mailman doesn't need it because they didn't. Then I got my 3 houses. In between this part 1. Okay, part 1. Almost forgot. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to do part 2. Next, we're going to part 2. And this is, you have to be really careful if you're because the red button will be a super strong. And there's a boy. And the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to do part 2. And this is, you have to be really careful with the mail. And like a yellow package number, bro, is a hard thing to get when you're your neighbor's package. People just don't get it. They just see only regular mail. And it's hard. It doesn't really look like it belongs to the neighbor. Try to get that time 2:38. 2:30. It's not so easy to see. And then I'm gonna wait for the next one. A little bit. Until Carlos is starting to look like true Marlette, like the real street called Marlette, and 514 is really hard. It just has to sometimes has to buy. He's not so easy. Look, how many hours did I stay for Carlos? And until when it starts to look like 514, and look who comes his friend again. He's a nice man. He looks like Mr. Ballman. He doesn't look like, he's not Mr. Bellman, he just looks like Mr. Bellman. This is it. There's Bob's friend. Do you see Bob's friend? He kind of looks like Mr. Bellman, but not. Hi there, Bob. Do you want to talk to before you... Sometimes Bob Mailman wants to talk to his friend. Sometimes. Remember Lily sometimes wants to talk to her friend? This is Bob's friend. He's a mailman. Just like the same as you. And my last package, my last half of part 2 is going to be like 514 East Claremont. I really have. There's no packages, less packages than I do. See how strong this house is? This man is really strong. We have to talk to him. And there we go, he's talking to. He does look a little bit like Mr. Bellman. He's not Mr. Bellman. He just looks like Mr. Bellman. Because, or it looks almost like Mr. V, who Mr. Bellman was. Have you ever noticed you almost look like Mr. Bellman? Well, you know, his great grandpa was alive when I was with Mr. Bellman. He's not Mr. Bellman, he just looks like Mr. Bellman. And look. And sometimes Bob talks to his friend. You know that because it's his friend. He's not Mr. Bellman, he just looks like Mr. Bellman. Sometimes Bob can talk to over there at 501 East Claremont because sometimes the neighbors. Okay, so in the last part of this part, our scene is going to be part 3. Or the last part is I am going to find those packages from 508. Is this the name pack for 508 and 502 East Claremont? And the reason why we don't usually get packages for neighbors ad free when we have packages, because it just doesn't look right when you wait for Bob Miller. You are not going to see really good mail. You're going to see kind of regular, but it will be okay mail to use for neighbors, but it won't be good for waiting for the mail. When a package, it doesn't really look like there's any package for them, because none of the neighbors didn't feel like ordering anything. Because when you see, I'm not screaming. He just looks like Mr. Bellman. Just like Mommy wants to talk to Mr. Bellman when I was at Roseland School. And look, here comes the FedEx man. He actually is going to drive by because one of our family didn't order anything. There's a FedEx man. There's FedEx and UPS. But if you wait for the mailman over here, well, that's a good house. See, look at that. That's a good free home. Oh wait, no he's not. He's gonna go to our house. Look, he's going to our house. And you get a FedEx pack. Literally, packages are not as difficult to get when the neighbor packages. Look, the FedEx man's here. Look, what's he gonna do now? Remember how Bob I know this? Oh wait a minute. There's a good package. I like that package. I like that brown book box to come. I like that package. It's a brown book box. There you go. Yeah. And I'm just gonna. Yeah. It's a FedEx and a USPS.
And USPS or UPS is coming with Mike, right?
I got it. Maybe later we can It's on YouTube.
Parker, come in.
I'm gonna get the mail. I hope I don't push the red button. Maybe. A brown cardboard box. And here comes Mike, the UPS man. I see the FedEx, UPS, and USPS are there. Look, here comes one. Maybe later. But look, here comes Mike with the package.
Package there?
Yes, we got 2 packages. Except Entrex. It actually looks like.
Contract is pretty.
I got what's inside this package. Is there another one? What's inside this package? This brown cover box. It's a book. What is this? It's this thing for the Holly. What's inside this white package? It's something that you didn't have. It's a whale. Now it'll be your turn, Mommy.